Eternal Evolution is the latest mobile idle RPG to come out, and while it is very pretty, there are some things that I am not entirely happy with. Gameplay wise, Eternal Evolution plays like pretty much every other idle RPG game out there. You control a team of 5 as they progress on missions until you need to upgrade their levels and armor in order to boost your team's power, all while you gather extra materials while you're either offline or while you're doing the main missions. As with most idle RPG games, there is an auto feature and a ×2 speed when in combat. But also interestingly, there was another feature which I saw, which was to auto challenge as well. When you clear chapter 5-4, you also unlock the feature to auto challenge. So you can pretty much auto the combat as well as the progression in the game. A true idle game indeed. Of course, you need to get to chapter 5-4 first before you can take advantage of that feature. Once you do, you can pretty much let the game play itself until you reach the chapter boss, which you then have to manually challenge the boss before you can go back to auto challenge mode. Sadly, this game doesn't have an ultimate skill cinematic like other games of the same type. Instead, they just perform their skill when activated without any skill cinematic. I don't know if others like them, but I do. It helps to break up the monotony just a little bit. And other games that have it also have the option to turn it off or make it a once a day kind of thing, which is still better than not having it at all, if you ask me. Perhaps the SSS rank characters have them. Unfortunately, I don't have one of these, so I cannot comment on whether they do or do not. There's also a whole bunch of extra things you can do in order to gather more materials. These can be found in the perimeter section of the game. I noticed that the 2 boss dungeons in perimeter also handed out advanced summoning tickets as first time clears for each stage. This is nice considering you cannot do the limited gacha summon to try for SSS characters except with real money. However, once you have used up all your first time clears, how do you get a chance at summoning for SSS characters after that? I'm guessing that you can't, unless they hand them out from events in the future. The basic and advanced summons only have characters up to SR rank, unfortunately. So if you want a guaranteed chance at getting a SSS character, you will have to shell out some cash, as far as I can tell. A feature I do like, however, in these types of games is the ability to reset a character's level and regain all the materials that were spent. This is a great way to take back what was spent on a character when you get a better one to replace it on the team's roster. The game also provides you with a free support SR character when you reach floor 30 of the Soul Mine, which is very helpful since you may or may not have a support SR character yet. And if you're like me who doesn't, it's a welcome addition. Visually, this game is gorgeous, especially when it comes to the character models. When you turn everything up to the highest settings, all the character models look very detailed and very, very pretty. From a visual standpoint, this game does look really good. And while the character models aren't necessarily my type of preference, they do look very good and suit the setting of the game very well. Though I do think the SSS rank characters don't look super amazing for their rank. They could do with a little bit more flair perhaps, but they still look cool regardless. Overall, I'd say that Eternal Evolution is a game that might appeal to those who love hero collectors and idle RPG games, but if you prefer the more anime aesthetic, like myself, you may not enjoy the character designs that much, no matter how amazingly detailed they look. The game itself plays well, and I didn't find any stuttering while playing. The lack of availability to get a SSS rank character concerns me, however, and while they do hand out a small handful of advanced tickets for summoning, the chances of you getting a SSS rank character are pretty slim if you are free to play. And I can see this being an issue in the late game. I don't think this is a game that is very free to play friendly on that alone. But if you don't mind the struggle and don't care about being in the top 10 in progression, or you don't care about being destroyed in PvP, then you should be okay. The game literally plays itself when you reach stage 5-4, and you can do other things while putting down your device, which is amusing. game, but I think most will get bored over time. Unfortunately, while I was excited for this game's release, I don't think this is the game for me. But if you enjoy it, then more power to you. And if you still want to try it for yourself, then download it now on taptap.io and play it. So there you have it. That's my first impression on Eternal Evolution. Thank you for watching. I'm Sorensen. Have a fantastic day. Please drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed my content, and hit that bell icon to stay up to date on all my upcoming videos. And if you're watching this on taptap.io or on the TapTap app, I hope you'll consider following my profile as well. Bye bye.